Thousands of rockets launched from Gaza into Israel sent millions of Israelis running to shelters off and on throughout the day. Adele Reamer, a resident of Kibbutz Nirim near the Gaza border, describes what happened.
After at least 7 hours of being locked down in our safe rooms, the IDF finally arrived and started going through the kibbutz, house by house, bush by bush. They have to clear everything out.
At a party in the forest near Gaza, Hamas gunmen on motorcycles opened fire in all directions. Several dozen Israelis were taken hostage and brought to Gaza, including women and young children. A spokesman for the Islamist Hamas movement said the Israelis are being hidden in underground tunnels inside Gaza. A Hamas spokesman said the attack was in response to what it called the desecration of the Al-Aqsa Mosque and an increase in Jewish settler attacks on Palestinians. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu warned Hamas that it will pay a price.
Since the morning, Israel has been at war. Our first goal is to clean the area from those who have infiltrated it and to return security and quiet to the areas that were attacked. The second goal, at the same time, is to exact a huge price from the enemy.
Israel launched a series of airstrikes on Hamas targets in Gaza and cut electricity to the densely populated Strip. Linda Gradstein for VOA News, Jerusalem.
Excuse me. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Makakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawada from the Men of Valor Campaign, Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video in sincerity and in truth. Lord willing, it could be edifying. And breaking news as of today. All right, it actually started this morning. And, you had looked like some, they probably Ishmael, some Ishmaelites in that land. They started sending out attacks, all right, on the Israelis, right? And, they pretty much, you heard Netanyahu, which is the prime minister of Israel, basically say that, we're at war, and all this different stuff. And, you see the death toll, on both sides is, it's creeping up, to like 1,000 as far as casualties and whatnot. You saw that they started taking some of those Israeli men or women and children hostage. All right. And so this is just pretty much a news report. All right. WATCHMEN report. And, this is going to be kind of a twofold video, because on one end, where, Israel is going to play the state of Israel, right? Because best believe they're not the biblical Israelites, right? And if you say anything otherwise, they take your video down, which further solidifies the fact that, they're not the people, along with the prophecies, of course. But Israel is going to be a major component in the pretty much coming to pass of World War III. And, one of their biggest allies is America. All right. And since these motherfuckers have been over in that land, there hasn't been any peace. All right. Same thing now. You even have the leader of Iran pretty much congratulating the Hamas group, which I think they're like a group or something like that, and is willing to back them. All right. And we know Iran wants a piece of Israel as well. All right. But since they've been in that land, they haven't been at peace with any of them, which that whole landmass over there, the Fertile Crescent, so-called, right, is actually our land, right? And the Lord, is going to repay these damn heathens over there, because that's what they are. They're heathens for occupying, our land, right? And the Lord is upset with that. So I actually want to start there, because Israel is going to play a major role in World War III pretty much popping off, right? So we're going to get right into it. This is Jeremiah chapter 49, and I'm going to start at go right to the point, verse 20. It says, therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he hath taken against Edom. All right, Edom is on the earth today, man. All right, the so-called white race is Esau, Edom, right? Especially those people that are inhabiting the land of Israel. All right, they're the chief tribe of Amalek, all right, according to prophecies and according to scriptures. And his purposes that he had proposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. And as we have been taught, all right, the least of the flock is referring to that state of Israel over there. Because although they're a small nation, they have a big backing by the largest, one of the world superpowers as of right now, which is America, But on the opposing side, you're going to have Iran, all right? And as we know, Russia's going to be a guard unto Iran, unto Turkey. They're linking up with the BRICS nations. So we see how World War III is being set up. You also have the front of Ukraine and Russia, versus or Ukraine, being backed by America and NATO versus Russia being backed by China, Iran. These African nations are getting involved, right? So you see how it's setting up. And just like the other two wars, man, it started with, seemingly insignificant countries. And because of the alliances, brought everybody into war. All right, well, same thing here. All right, Israel is going to bring America directly into a conflict over there in that region. And we know that region, the Valley of Jehoshaphat or the Valley of Yahweh-Shaphat, the Lord's judgment, that's where World War III is going to transfer to. That's going to be the main scene, so to speak. All right, those nations and those armies are going to be brought to that land. That's according to prophecy. Like I said, you have different fronts right now, but a lot of these armies of the world, all right, the main players especially are going to be brought to this land. All right, so we seeing stuff getting popping over there, which like I said, they've been fighting. Which further solidifies that they're not the people of the Lord, because according to prophecy, when Israel is in that land, all right, first of all, King David is there. Where's King David? Where are the tribes? Everybody calls themselves Jews over there, which Jew is just short for Judah, which is just one tribe. Or if you want to broaden it out, is short pretty much for the northern or the southern kingdom. All right, Benjamin, Levi, and Judah. All right. What about the other 10 tribes? What about the northern kingdom? You don't hear nothing about Gadites or Reubenites or Issacharites or Zebulunites or, Manassites. The tribes, Issacharites. You don't hear anything about them over there in that land. So how can they be the scriptures say that the tribes will be one. All the tribes will be back in that land. Where's the streets of gold? The scriptures say the nations will learn war no more. We're in the midst of the beginning of World War III. So how can they be the people, man? But of course, people are still gonna, the scriptures say that these people, the Israelites, would be downtrodden wherever they were in the world, man. They'd be on the bottom. These motherfuckers own everything. So how can they be the people? How can they be the people? But we're gonna go back to Joel 3 because those war drones are beating, man. And although this situation may be minor, you even had earlier in the week, you had America shoot down Turkish Turkish drones or something over Syria. Syria is going to be another place where, it's all in that same region. Syria, is going to be another place. 'Cause I think Syria is allies with Russia as well, if I'm not mistaken. You're going to have Turkey flip because Turkey's a NATO ally of America, but Turkey's going to flip. Like I said, they're going to, side with Russia. But Israel's going to be a main component, in bringing these different nations into the war. So we're going to read this, Joel chapter 3. Verse 9, it says, "Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares and the swords and your pruning hooks and the spears." See, now, if you go back to Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, about the Lord establishing Israel, as far as the top government of the earth, the scriptures say that it's going to be reverse of this. They're going to beat their pruning hooks and spears into plows, or actually they're going to beat their their swords and their spears into plowshares and pruning hooks. But here it's us the other way. The money that they would use for agriculture and building up, and feeding the people, they're going to use it for military, building these different missiles, nuclear missiles and all that. Iran, they pretty much said they've reached 96% uranium enrichment, to build these nuclear weapons and whatnot. They're going to have help from Russia, so everybody's in the mindset of war right now. So once again, how can they be the people when the scriptures say when Israel's in power, there's not going to be any war? See? And that's why they don't like when we speak out against them, because, once you open up the book and read the prophecies, because the prophecies of the Lord are faithful and true, you realize that they don't line up. But in fact, they line up as the Idumeans, as Edom, who have appointed the Lord's land into their possession. I'm going to get that next. It says, verse 10 again, beat your plowshares and the swords and your pruning hooks and the spears. Let the weak say, I am strong, right? It says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, right? All you heathen, and gather yourselves together round about thither. Cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. So the Lord is doing this for a judgment. And if you read earlier in this chapter, it's for the sake of Israel, man. For what you did to the Lord's people. You touched the apple of the Lord's eye, right? Verse 13, it says, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. So those war drums are beating. All right, we see that, this is going on, and hopefully it doesn't die down or anything, but you heard Netanyahu say himself, we're at war. All right, there's a time and place for everything, man. Right now, them war drones is beating. All right, we're going to finish off here. Let's prove that these people are not the people, man, but in fact, the imposters that have took the land and appointed it into their possession. This is Ezekiel chapter 36. And let's see. Verse 5, it says, therefore, thus said the Lord, power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen. See, the Lord has a controversy with you damn heathens, man. Mainly with Esau, especially with the chief tribe of Amalek. The Lord said he would war with Amalek from generation to generation. It says, therefore, thus said the Lord, power, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession. See, what's the Lord's land? Israel, Hey, and it wasn't just Esau. You got those other nations over there too, Elam. You got, Elam and Ishmael over there, and they're all fighting for that land. But all of you gonna get judged for that, man. It says, against the residue of the heathen, against all Idumea, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart. All right, who does that line up with? It says, with despiteful minds to cast it out for prey. And Idumea is the Greek way of saying Edom. And Edom is the so-called white man. All right. It just makes sense. So the Lord is going to, the Lord has great judgment. He's going to bring all of you into World War III to judge you. And when Yahweh comes, he's going to utterly destroy all your armies, man. So this has pretty much been the Watchman Report. If any updates come with what's going on over there, Lord willing, the Spirit's on me to do another video. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Till next time, Shalom.